Alright, Shin, I see you've unlocked cursed speech. Now tell me, what's next? The Limitless. What's up, guys? I'm Shin, and here we are to do a breakdown / live reaction and review today, or chapter 159 of Sakamoto, which is known as the Final Attack. And I'm very interested to see how this goes. Presumably, we're wrapping up Shin versus Haruma in this chapter, if it wasn't already wrapped up by the end of the last chapter by this slobber knock. But just considering how bulky Haruma's been so far, I somehow still doubt that this is actually taking him out. So I'm interested to see how this is tackled. I'm interested to see how they also get around the fact that, like, Haruma covered the whole area in swords. Like, is he just going to be so durable that they break off his body or something? I don't know. I'm very intrigued. We got a hefty chunk to review, so let's not waste any more time and let's hop right into it. Editing me. Ready. 3, 2, 1, go. What's up, guys? That guy with a pencil here. Fun fact, I do happen to have it on me and keep it on me at all times. Any other fun fact? Golly, bro. Why did they do my boy Haruma like that? And it's crazy how much I switched on Haruma. And like a span of 5 chapters or so. Like, legit, I was not rocking with Haruma. He was probably like, I'm not going to say, no, at this point, or at that point, he probably was my least favorite. Well, outside like Club Jam and Carolina Reaper. He probably was my least favorite out of the orphanage kids so far, but like, he may have risen to already be my favorite. Like, I know that's crazy, but something about his mentality, how he plays it, I like his gimmick, I like his durability, I like everything. I don't know. His style, his swagger, the fact that he's able to hit the... Like, everything about Haruma has just been hitting different. I don't know. So I've low-key become a Haruma fan. So I'm hoping they don't get rid of him here. I hope he makes it. Hopefully. But then again, this is Shin, right? Shin doesn't slaughter people. So there's going to be some sort of excuse. He's probably going to, like, grab Haruma and prevent him from hitting any of the swords. If the swords would even do any damage. Once again, Haruma's horrifyingly bulky. That man's a tank. Like, maybe the swords wouldn't even do anything. But let's see. Golly. Hit him with the BAM! Slobber knock him. Ooh, he actually knocked some juice out of Haruma this time, too. Okay. Look at you, Shin. Uh-oh. Did Shin white out? Shin was like... Shin really hit, I've run out of Pokemon to do battle with. But then again, yeah, he should be done here. He should be done. Let's see. Can you punch in sumo? Is that leak? Can you punch? I mean, I guess. I've always figured sumo was like grappling. Let me look it up. I got the Googler on me. Can you punch in sumo? I mean, probably. If you can do that clap thing, you can probably punch. Punching while thrusting with the open air, okay. Punching is prohibited. Oh. Shin? Bucko? You broke the rules of the match twice. I think Haruma gets this automatic dub. But let's see. Haruma's genuinely rolling with it, though. He's really got slobber knocked. Okay, Haruma. Don't get... How am I supposed to feed my agenda? Haruma. In fact, actually, this low-key is feeding my agenda. Once again, I don't... After Gaku's performance... And I guess, but then again, see the thing with Haruma's been eating a bunch of hits, right? And he specifically agreed to a very conditional kind of situation, and he on multiple times tried to walk away from this fight. So this doesn't necessarily mean Shin is Haruma level. It's just that Shin has gotten very, very, very lucky. But this low key kind of does feed my agenda that outside of like maybe Uzuki, none of the kids, none of the orphanage kids that are now full-grown adults, obviously, and none of them really scale to the order. Like, they may be like order tier, but they're low order tier. I don't think any of them scale to the high tiers like Shishiba or Nagumo. Once again, I mentioned this before, maybe they have matchups against Kamihite. I think Kamihite could get hard matchup check depending on what his spagooters are made out of. And they all get low diff by Takamura. Once again, maybe I'm just a Takamura glazer, which I am. I won't even lie. I'm a Takamura glazer. I'm not lying or trying to deny it. But with that being the case, outside of like maybe Nagumo, even I find it so hard to believe because Takamura is someone who like they all are like, whoa, we got to work around this guy. So I'm assuming that no one really. outside of maybe Uzuki scales to that order tier. But then again, here's the thing. It's not that they don't scale. Like I said, they're low end relative. Gaku did push damage, strike, tag Nagumo a bunch. It's just that when Gaku locked in, Nagumo locked in. And when Nagumo locked in, he won. Seemingly enough, Shin, under super specific circumstances, ended up... well, let me read further before I say this. Who knows? Haruma may just get right back. Jeez! Never mind. But where the sword? Is he still in the water? No, he hit ground. Uh-oh, Haruma. Haruma, get back up. Haruma, stand up. Get up. Keep moving forward. If Haruma's like one of the characters where I wish I could do like the Aaron meme and just be like, on your feet, soldier. What are you doing? Keep fighting, Haruma. Please. Please. Let's see. But then again, why am I rooting so hard against Shin? I like Shin. I don't know why. I think it's just, I really like Haruma, which is so crazy. I don't know. That's impressive. That it's very rare for me to switch up on an opinion this quickly. So I'm gonna give credit to Suzuki Sensei for making me switch so easily. But let's see. Shin's hitting the... Oh, sweet mother of mercy. It's over. That was all I had. Oh shoot, my whole body hurts. I can barely breathe. Please. Please stay down. Please don't get up. I was like, please. Please don't get up. I can't. Uh-oh, Shin. Bugger, what if he does? Shin, you're cooked. How's he going to get out of this one? He should be cooked. He should be... Shin, no. Shin, he just snapped his eyes open, bro. Shin, no. Let's see. I just can't. Dog. Look at the intent behind those eyes. You should always fear the characters who have their eyes closed. Because the moment they open, you know you're cooked. No. Shin, he's going to make you spread it. He's going to make you spread it, Shin. And you're legal, so there's not even any ramifications with that. He's just going to make you spread it. And he just, so once again, I don't know. And here's the thing. There are a bunch of characters in Sakamoto. I've just become a Haruma glazer. I think I just have to, I gotta look in the mirror and just tell myself I've become one. Because there are a bunch of characters in Sakamoto Days who will like take a drastic hit and just, or sometimes like we've seen characters like leap up or just shrug it off entirely. But something about the way Haruma does it, bro. Like just the casual, and I guess it's because it's coming off of Shin's most devastating hits, right? Like these glove amp hits have been like finishers. They were the big boys, the Slobberknockers, the things that Shin only pulled out when he really needed that power boost. And whenever it did hit, it did numbers, damage, crazy stuff. But Haruma's just out here like, okay, need enough. Is that a curse technique you... Okay, need enough. Was that a curse technique you used on me? I have no idea why I froze. But let's see. Shin's like, no. Please, please, don't. But I can understand the fear though, right? Because like, you offered it. You offered this match, and then you can't even keep fighting, bro. He has no reason to even finish it. He could just walk off and be like, well, guess you can't sumo good. And by the way, punching is banned. So I won the match. Deuces. Let's see. Look at hands on his. Look at the swag. Oh, look. Haruma actually took some damage, though. Look at that. He scraped his face. It's like, okay, shit. Look at it. Look at... So, like, if I had to guess the scaling chain right now... Admittedly, here's the thing, though. This is a super... Well, not super. But it's a suppressed enough Haruma that Kumanomi notes, dude, stop fighting like that. It's a noticeable difference in Haruma's fighting styles when he's actually taking a battle seriously and he's sporting about. So, if I had to just throw up a tier list or like a ranking in my head, it's probably the top tier order members. Then it's gonna be like characters like your full power fighting normal Harumas, your peak power Kumanomis, your Gakus who's locked in. I guess I should mentioned like Uzuki's probably on that order tier, if not maybe slightly above, depending on how the Nagamo fight goes. We haven't seen that in a little bit. I don't think we will. So, and presumably we're going to get Sakamoto and a fatigued Nagamo against Uzuki. So, like, I think it's going to be pretty clear that Uzuki probably is that tier above the order members. But then you have the orphanage kids, and then I think you have Shin, once again, under super specific circumstances, while Haruma's heavily suppressed, able to knock him about a little bit. But still, Shin does not scale to even, like, low-tier order members, which I think makes sense. Once again, I'm not sure how far we are into Sakamoto days, but I do think it would be unreasonable. Would it? Yeah, it'd be unreasonable. It'd be unreasonable for Shin to start scaling to even low-tier order members at this point. Because I still don't even think Sakamoto scales. Like, skinny Sakamoto, I don't think he does. Because of the whole fight with Kanaguri and how Kanaguri was just like, nice. You ain't like that for real, though. And just walked it off. So, like, that's my thing. I'm leaning with it. I'm rocking with it for the fact that Shin did numbers. He did damage. But look at Haruma, bro. He's like, that was impressive, kid. What was that at the end? Oh, wow. He actually is bringing it up. What was that at the end? My whole body froze up for a moment. What did you do to me? So, okay. So, I saw all the different theories. I meant to mute the mic. I'm so sorry for everyone who hates it when I drink. When I drink in the videos. My apologies for that. But with that being the case, I saw a bunch of different theories. The one I like the most is the idea that maybe Shin just projected his thoughts so loud that it tricked Haruma's body into believing it was his own thoughts, and that's why his whole body seized up, because it thought it was an internal message, because that's not supposed to happen. And it's not just curse speech. like I called it curse speech because that's what my brain immediately leapt to. Like, Shin yelled stop, and Haruma stopped. But with that being the case, I'm leaning and rocking with the idea that Shin can maybe, like, trick people's bodies. Like, hypothetically, if he were to usher a command, stop in this case, stop Haruma for a second, but if he were to say, like, or I guess, once again, he didn't say it, he just thought it really, really hard. If he were to go, like, fall, maybe someone would just immediately fall over. Like, their body would shut down and they just drop. I'm interested to see how this ability evolves. Once again, Shin, I've said it before, I'll say it again, he's one of the few characters with straight up, raw, genuine powers. I'm talking, like, extracurricular powers, because, you know, someone brought up a fantastic point. Pencil Man, are you saying that this series where people can slice skyscrapers in half, leap across multiple buildings, and launch terrain at each other at like 57 miles per hour is somehow not superhuman? No. I mean, in terms of, like, magic. I guess it's Carolina Reaper and Shin. They seem like the only two that have, like, straight up extracurricular powers. So Shin, he's been on a constant slow burn evolution, but notably it's all been in reference to himself up to this point. Whether it be him hearing thoughts, whether him getting better at hearing thoughts, whether it be him being able to see the future by reading motor actions. Now this was like the first step of Shin where he's, like, actively afflicting other people with his abilities and not just reading information they're giving out. So that's going to be interesting. I wonder if this is going to be, like, the start of a new path for him. I'm excited. Shin, for, I guess, yeah, he should be our Deuteragonist. I guess, is he the Deuteragonist or Sakamoto the Deuteragonist? I know the series is called Sakamoto Days, but, like, we basically are following the story of, well, no. The series is too heavily based around Sakamoto to really call it Shin's story. He's a very active participant in Sakamoto's story, but it still is innately Shin's story. Or no, backwards. There's heavy involvement and focus on Shin, but it still is inherently Sakamoto's story. So, interesting, Shin. Interesting. Keep on cooking. But, Haruma, you have a good question now. Let's see. If you're gonna take my life, hurry up and do it. Oh, so he I don't even think he realized what he did. So he doesn't know. That was just pure instinct in that moment. Interesting. I wonder how he's gonna train that power. Yeah, okay, shit, okay. I hope that doesn't, that better not become, I hope he genuinely addresses it. And, like, after this arc, he's like, hey, Sakamoto-sensei, somehow, mystically, randomly during my fight, I ordered some dude's entire whole body to just stop functioning. What that mean, though? And Sakamoto's like, huh? But they actually work through it. I'm interested to see how that ends up playing out in the long run. Let me ask you a different question. Why did you choose to send me flying? Oh, okay. But you know what? That's interesting. That means Haruma was likely going to spare Shin, too. If I had to hazard a guess, despite him laying the stipulation that, hey, whoever loses this match, oh, they're cooked, he left an opening. So, I think Haruma was never. Maybe he sees some of Shin in himself, considering he recognized earlier that Shin also has these special abilities and dramatizations and extra things that no other people have, like he was possibly a pre-built order member or something like that. So maybe that was it, but it seems like Haruma, I know I can't say he's a softie, like he literally treated somebody's head like a soccer ball, but it seems like he has a soft spot for Shin. Because why else would he leave that gap? If he was so confident in just taking Shin's life like he claimed, there wouldn't be a gap there. Oh, what, you're going to tell me he ran out of swords? He could have spaced them better. It's Haruma, bro. It's Haruma. His eyes may be closed, but he sees the vision, dog. I think he was genuinely gonna let Shin live. Probably just let him off with a warning. Okay. Haruma, man. How? I just genuinely don't know how I went from being nigh on entirely indifferent to this character to now fully leaning with him and rocking with him. I'm really liking Haruma. Let's see. Our goal isn't to slaughter you guys. It's to stop X. Shin, my friend, that may be a mistake. Well, I'm genuinely wondering, because notably so far, Sakamoto and his crews, but actually no, I can't say it's been perfectly in their favor up to this point, because there have been moments where letting people live has been more dangerous than not letting people live. Like the entire scenario with what's his name, if they were going for an execution round start, the Club Gen scenario may have never happened if they were really moving for it. Heck, well, to be fair, Sakamoto was trying to actually execute Izuki, so I can't really chalk that up to one. But I wonder if there's going to be, like, major consequences for letting someone live when they hypothetically shouldn't have. Because, like, so far, it's been mostly positive. Like, for example, Deer, Kashima, he ended up becoming an ally. Admittedly, in a super roundabout way, in a long ways way, but he became an ally. For Heisuke, became an ally. Lu became an ally. All of Lu's organization, even though Lu has not been an important member of the plot since, like, the International Assassins arc. Like, I feel like she hasn't done anything since then. She's been mostly reduced to a background role, which is unfortunate, but, like, it's shonen. But with that being the case, Amane, but then again, they were never going to slaughter Amane. He was a kid. And there wasn't really any slaughtering stakes there. Seba ended up becoming an ally. Like, there's so many different... Heck, even, the girl, I forget her name, and... What's his name? What's Seba's little brother's name? Seba, what's your little brother's name? Seba, Sakamotodays. The Mask Kid. I always forget his name. And I know that's... I really like his design, too. Natsuki Seba. Mayafuyu? Yeah. Meifuyu. He ended up becoming an ally too. So there's definitely more benefits to sparing, but like specifically for an organization like the Orphanage Kids, I think keeping them around is a bit more dangerous than it's worth. And I'm thinking somehow, somebody was going to come back to haunt them. Somehow. But let's see what Haruma ends up doing. Right? Hey, it may come to haunt them right now. I see. Bro's just like... But really, even though we know he has eyes, he really hit the, I see. No, I see. Bro, your eyes are closed. You don't see anything. Let's see. Bro just starts strolling away. Where are you going? To our boss. But I'm still alive. You're alive. You're just not a threat. I don't have time to waste on you. That's probably worse. That's probably worse. It's probably worse. Like, now notably, I can't think of an equal comparison because I don't play the types of games like that. But like, from what I've heard, supposedly this would be like in an FPS or like a battle royale type FPS where you get knocked, you get downed, and then like the opponent, instead of just offing you, is like, I'm gonna go deal with the rest of your team. You really ain't worth it like that, for real, and then just leaves you there. A victim. Vulnerable. Needing to be rezzed. I assume that's the kind of feeling that Shin's feeling right now, except way worse, because, like, you know Haruma's gonna go get in on that jump session with Sakamoto. And no, I think they know. I think they know Nagumo's there with Uzuki, plus the chairman. So, like, Sakamoto definitely isn't going to be alone, even if Haruma shows up. But still, adding someone as powerful as Haruma to the situation, when you already have Uzuki, who's very likely either A, order tier, or high order tier, and you have a fatigued Nagumo, it could get tragic if Haruma makes it there. Wait! Shit, I'm sorry, that wasn't cursed speech. He doesn't have to. Ooh. But he paused. I was the first to leave the ring. I lost at sumo. But he cheated. It's their special sumo, so it doesn't really matter. But technically, unless when I looked up, because I did a quick Google search, so I may be wrong. Unless I'm incorrect, Shin cheated. So Haruma, technically, you didn't lose. You were knocked out of the ring, yes, but he cheated. You're supposed to open palm strike people. You're not supposed to punch people. Come on now. Haruma. I know you know the game, bucko. But once again, I think this is more so Haruma babying Shin. He's like, you got the spirit. You got that good sportsmanship. Let's see. I'm said enough that I'd love to slaughter you. Oh, okay, Haruma, talk that talk then. Get devious. But to mess with you after the match is done will be a violation of my slaughter sportsmanship. In a way, yeah. You know, ignoring the rule break. Yeah. Especially when Shin isn't a threat. Right? Like, notably, you could easily flip the whole argument of what I've said about Sakamoto and his crew sparing people on the same wavelength as someone like Haruma right now. Like, legally speaking, Shin has already shown right now at his relatively young age that he has ways, as long as the environment permits, he has the right tech, to, you know, do some numbers, do some real numbers. Of course, it didn't do too much to Haruma, but still, Shin could very easily become a threat. Even without knowing his rate of growth, he could easily do that. So Haruma leaving him alive may be a bit dangerous. But, once again, just as it plays into an aspect of Shin and Sakamoto's characters for sparing everybody, the aspect of slaughter sportsmanship is so important to Haruma that he would rather just let Shin go. No point in engaging with you, bucko. I know you're not leaving here. I know you're not a problem right now. And honestly, wasting any more strength when I need to go back up the boss man, probably not worth it. So I do like that. Let's see. Huh? I'd be happy to have a rematch whenever. That is, if both of us are still alive. Okay though. So maybe one day we may get a proper run back between Haruma and Shin. I hope Haruma doesn't get got then. I hope he makes it. Maybe like 150 chapters on the line. Hopefully we get to see Haruma and Shin like rematch on proper even grounds. That'll be interesting. But look at Haruma just walking away. No. Don't tell me he got my goat. Okay, wait, whoa. Nagumo's my goat. Nagu goats. Hold on. No way he got my orphanage goat, bro. What? Bro was putting up bravado? Haruma, no. Bro, really? He's dripping. What happened? Did he cause internal bleeding or something? What the heck? That last attack was surprisingly powerful. Oh, no, not my boy. He really dropped Haruma. Wow. Okay. Once again, just to save my Haruma agenda. But actually, once again, that's the issue. It kind of low-key retroactively feeds back into my they're not really order tier agenda. Or at least not prime order tier agenda. Yeah, Haruma sustaining all the damage he did, likely from whatever he did in the Shishiba fight up until now, going through all that, it did actually have some effect. So, and plus his eardrums are like dripping. In fact, how did he even hear Shin? I guess he didn't go deaf. His eardrums just popped. But interesting. They were like straight dripping, but he was able to hear Shin. Alright. But darn, got my goat. No!
Huh. This is why I can't give up on sports. But in this state, Kumanomi will be mad at me again.
Ah. So he's just gonna knock right here. Okay. So that's big. That's big. One order member down. So Sakamoto, at least for now, as long as Amane can stall Carolina Reaper, and as long as Shishiba can stall Kumanomi, once again, I'm interested to see how the Kumanomi and Shishiba matchup goes, considering now it's a 1v1. I think Sakamoto would... I mean, right now, what? It's going to be Sakamoto, Nagumo, and the chairman all versus a Pierce Suzuki? / Rion? It could get tragic for Uzuki. I wonder how he's going to get out of that. Once again, unless the others win their battles. I can see Carolina Reaper winning his battle, considering, you know, another pseudo order tier member, and he's fighting Amane, who's still a student. But I'll definitely admit I've come across as a Kumanomi down player as of recent, just because how much smack I've been talking for them losing an arm to Hyo. But, you know, Kumanomi is a monster. But I still don't know if she's really got that on my boy Shishiba, though. But then again, I'm a Shishiba laser, so let's see. First floor. Oh, yeah, so we're just done. Yeah, that's it. So we're kind of away from this.
First floor, a swing.
Gee, yeah. Someone asked the fantastic question, how does Carolina Reaper breathe fire? I don't know. I have genuinely, I have no clue how he does. He do be doing it, though. He do be doing it. Like, what the heck? I have no idea how bro is firing up this scrundily meal. Like, Carolina Reaper. Like, I know that's a type of, like, chili pepper. But, unless he's literally, like, what do you... Like, you would have to have, like, a hairspray can and a match. Like, your uvula would have to be, like, a match or a lit flame. And you would have to, like, have hairspray or whatever flammable gas or substance in your inner body and be able to expel it. Regardless, that's crazy.
Hot. Darn it. That little punk.
Ooh, but look at it. Is Amane cooking up? Amane is cooking, bro. What? There's not even a lick of damage. Oh, my boy. Look at Amane cooking. Look at Amane cooking. That's my boy. Look at him.
Look at them eyes. The eyes of Yotsumura.
Okay.
You went to
Oh, okay, but I didn't do too much. Oh, actually, no, he's shaking a little bit. Carolina Reaper. Don't tell me you fought her, dog. Don't tell me you fought her, bucko. Like Carolina Reaper. Don't tell me you booty watered, dog. Let's see.
You and your little scratches. Did you use that to cut off my brother's arm?
Yes. Yes, he did. Absolutely. But then again, how do you know what... Oh, well, I think Kanaguri told him. Maybe. Probably. Yeah, Kanaguri probably told him. But, darn. Carolina Reaper, he's eating them, though. But at the same time, I guess, because Amane... But I don't know. I wonder... This is going to be an interesting matchup considering the power disparity that should exist between these two. Let's see. You're the ones who messed with the JCC first! Through you, though. You did fall for the okie-doke, Amane. All because you didn't want to remember hard enough. Amane, you did fall for the okie-doke, bucko. Well, to be fair, teenager, I think he's what, like 15 or 16, highly emotional state, trauma is trauma. So I'm not really getting mad or anything. I'm not saying like, oh, Amane, it's all your fault, actually. No, it's not. Like, he was taking advantage of. But still, Amane, legally speaking, they wouldn't have been able to get in if it wasn't for you, pal. You helped them. You are the reason your friends were in danger, Amane. But, let's see. Okay. Jeez, look at the motion. Before Amane could even dodge anything, Carolina Reaper leaped into the air and created a whole string of flame. That's impressive. Once again, the level of flame production is crazy, too. Like, notably, this isn't no, like, small... This is very clearly like a massive ring of fire. Like, it's literally towering over Amane himself. Very impressive from Carolina. Let's see. I'm trapped!
Did you know?
Did you know?
That torture is actually all about the time you spend anticipating the pain.
Interesting. I guess. Yeah, probably. Because that's kind of how a lot of things work. Like, notably, admittedly, I love roller coasters, so I'm different. But I remember I had a friend of mine who didn't like roller coasters. And so I was just like, come with me. Close your eyes. I'm going to show you a whole new world. And, like, they closed their eyes the entire time. Shot off. I don't know, the roller coaster didn't really have any warnings or anything like that. Just shot off. And then they rode through it, and they're like, oh, that wasn't that bad. It usually is the anticipation and things in life that cause you the most stress and fear and horror. Because, like, I feel like everyone's had this scenario before. Has someone ever told you, whether through call or text or even in person, we need to talk later? And that's all they say? Or that's all they send? You'll ever feel paranoid when that happens? I feel paranoid too. I haven't even done anything. But like 9 out of 10 times, anyone could say that to me vaguely, and I'd be like, what do you mean like that? So I'm assuming the same thing does apply to torture in that scenario, where it is just like the fear of what's going to happen versus what actually ends up happening physically or mentally. If I had to take a guess. Let's see. Ooh, but look at my boy. Ooh, okay. I was about to say, my boy Amane was about to cook Carolina Reaper, but Carolina Reaper, he's got the reaction speeds. All right. So, ooh, and he tagged Amane here too. Okay. So Amane, he's up there. He's different, but he ain't that different. Okay. That's reasonable. Same way I can chalk up Shin being reasonable, I can chalk this up being reasonable. So fast! Let's take our time and enjoy this. That's crazy. So is it? You think it's like a lick? Do you think he like collects the fire in his cheeks and then launches it off? Do you think it's like a? But then again, where would be the ignition point? Unless he was just legit straight breathing fire. Unlike a lot of other things in Sakamoto Days where I could kind of like somewhat pseudo-explain that, I'm not even sure how you rationalize Carolina Reaper's powers. But again, I know there are people like in certain areas that can like quote-unquote breathe fire. Like it takes like a mixture like drinking gasoline. Not like drinking, but like ingesting gasoline, having a lit flame, and then... Or like, anyone could really make fire. Just get like a can of hairspray and a match, and you could turn into a flamethrower. But like internally, I'm not sure how this functions. Let's see. What happened? Haruma, you laid down, bucko. Huh? What? Just when it was getting good. Carolina, chill, bro, chill. Relax, take your time. Hold back. Let's see. No. Wait, is Kumanomi cooking Shishiba right now? Because that was Shishiba who just got launched through that wall, right? Golly, Shishiba? I was trying to give you glaze for handling the 1v2, but now you struggling in the 1v1. Don't let Kumanomi be the strongest orphanage kid. Don't let her be that. After you were talking all that smack on Hyo and Hyo nerfed her, you mean to tell me you struggling in the 1v1 Shishiba? Don't make me revoke your GOAT status. I will give it all straight to Nagumo in a heartbeat, bucko. Shin, my boy. Or no, Shishiba, my boy. Don't mess up now. Don't make me put you on a watch. Don't make me do this. I don't wanna, but I may have to if you keep up this kind of performance, bucko. Let's see. But he's locked in though. Look at that face. He's definitely locked in. Huh? Mr. Shishiba? Me too, Amane. Me too.
So you know who I am?
Yes, I remember. You're always with my dad.
That he was.
That's still one of the more interesting relationship dynamics. Notably, Sakamoto Days is like filled with a bunch of character history that we don't necessarily elaborate too much on. We just know that it exists. Like, the only decent amount of character backstory and history we've gotten any sort of pseudo elaboration on is the dynamic backstory presented in the Sakamoto's past arc of Sakamoto himself, Rion, Nagumo, and Uzuki. That's about it in terms of like genuine, fully established dynamics. And I guess Shishiba and Yotomoto counts as well. But still, very, very interesting.
You're 14 now. You go to school?
I'm on a leave of absence.
You should be going to school.
See what happens if you don't? Oh, look at Shishiba. But you know what? I guess he would feel responsible, right? Like, especially considering what his deal, the deal that he made with Yotsumura, to like find information, use his connections, do his thing on his own. Since Yotsumura can't be an active part of Amane's life, and he's now just stumbled across Amane, he probably is trying to just like step into that like, not father role, but like that uncle role. Like, be responsible, do the right thing. Like, especially notably, if you guys, I'm not sure, maybe there's just a thing, but no, I know that people have this too, where you have a family friend who you refer to as uncle because of how close their bond is with either of your respective parents. Like, I have numerous uncles and aunties like that, where they're like, they aren't actually my biological aunts and uncles, but they're my aunts and uncles. I feel like Shishiba's naturally pivoting into that role, just because he's like, oh no, old boss's kid, I gotta protect him. Which is good. Once again, I'm liking Shishiba. Shishiba, admittedly, he's not my goat. He's not Nagu goat, but he's definitely up there. I can understand why Shishiba has a massive following. He's a fantastic design, really unique fighting style, cool personality, and a really interesting backstory, relatively speaking. Once again, we don't actually know too much about Nagumo's past, which is purposeful. He was born in a spy family. But we have a decent chunk of Shishiba's history, which helps his characterization a lot. Okay, Kumanomi. Dropping in. Golly, the squat on that one. But let's see. Carolina. Hold on, I'll mute the mic this time. I've unmuted the mic, right? Yes. Carolina, you messing with that little kid? Hey, yo, Kumanomi, chill. You can't just throw out those accusations like that, Kumanomi. You can get people in trouble. But let's say, yo, Kumanomi, looks like old long hair messed you up pretty good. You can't battle with your arm like that. Dude. I'm not sure what their relation is supposed to be. I know they're just both orphanage kids, but dog, chill. But I guess, you gotta fire back. Because clearly, Kumanomi did not mean that as a compliment. Oh, men are such scum. But you care for the babies. Like, you care for Gaku. Don't play Kumanomi. Gaku's a man. Let's see. Uh-oh. Okay. What? What is this Transformers type beat fusion? What is this? And it's the end of the gosh, of course it's the end. What is this, though? Wow. That's creative. Don't slow me down. Oh. Why are you well, I guess. Who you calling blank, loser? Don't grow up to be like that. Which one? Both. Okay. Imparting those good old words of wisdom. Alright. W chapter. I like it. Once again, it's an interesting wrap up to a couple different points. It wraps up the Haruma Shishiba. Not the Haruma. See, not Shishiba Shin. I'm going to keep getting their names mixed up. But it wraps up the Shin and Haruma encounter in a very interesting way. Hints at Haruma's own more passive nature and the fact that he isn't just invincible, with Shin actually being able to drop him with all the damage Haruma's taken. Really, really good for Shin and his scaling. Really going to show that he's evolving and growing more and more and more, has a lot of potential. Has a little bit of interesting characterization for Haruma by having him leave that gap there so blatantly, which implies that he would have spared Shin regardless, which is really, really interesting. Adds a nice layer to the character. Adds a little bit of extra mystery there. And takes both of these combatants pretty much out of the arc at this point. Like, I don't think we're going to see either of them do any more fighting. I don't think we're going to see either of them get got either. I don't think this is the end of Haruma, and I don't think this is the end of Shin. I think everyone who could get rid of Haruma, even in this fatigue state, is busy right now. Like, the only one who could is Osoragi, but we know Osораgi's, like, chilling in a bathroom. Shishiba's likely going to have to go grab her later. So I don't think anyone else is around or available to stop Haruma from just chilling out and recovering for a bit and then being picked up once all is said and done. And Shin is likely going to be laid out in that corridor, in that fountain for a while now, which is good. I think it's nice to remove Peas from the arc at this point so we can build properly to the likely 3-on-1 that'll be the chairman, well, the chairman will probably just tell Sakamoto not going to handle it. Maybe the chairman won't actually interfere. But like Nagumo and Sakamoto versus Uzuki / Freon is gonna be the final battle of the arc. So removing the pieces right here makes sense. And then starting a build-up. Admittedly, I was actually low-key hoping for at least a bit more 1v1, specifically between Shishiba and Kumanomi. I get why you can't have Amane run the ones with Carolina Reaper too long, though, because Carolina Reaper should be in an entirely separate tier. And outside of this one slash Amane gets on him, that's pretty apparent, where Carolina Reaper is able to consistently react and kind of outrange Amane, which is good. Once again, I think the scaling in a series like Sakamoto Days is very, very important to keep consistent, and this keeps it consistent. And of course, remember, Shishiba just wanted someone to take care of at least one of them. So him having the support still of Amane here and seeing this dynamic is going to be really, really interesting. I'm excited. And I'm interested to see how Kumanomi starts cooking with this whole new arm. Very, very excited. Wonderful work, Suzuki-sensei. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, please leave new armor. I was about to say like Armageddon, but like that's the opposite. Like Armageddon is what Hyo did to her arm. But leave new armor in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any videos that come to the channel. Also, I do have a Patreon down below where you can support me for as low as $1 a month to get things like exclusive videos, early content, and more. You'll also become a member of the channel for as low as $3 a month to get the same perks and more. Some of those perks will include the live reaction to the very next chapter of any other series I review, along with ad-free variations of all my videos, and if you become a $25 patron or a $25 member, you can order whatever video you want. Now, thank you so much for watching once again, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is Dag with the Pencil, writing off. I'd like to give a thank you to our $3 members, Wakanda Plays, Greyhound, Akids Void, Astro, Red Wolf 4765, Eternal Flame, and Teen Mitgao. And I'd like to give a thank you to our $5 patrons, Steron, Sean, Panda Goat, Midnight Lord 21, Metal Solid Crisis, Kevin, Ignil, and EHAC1. And I'd like to give a thank you to our $7 member, Autumn Mornings Lazo. And I'd like to give a big thank you to our $10 member, Jay Warrior. And I'd like to give another thank you to our $10 patrons, Joaquin and Idemokami, along with another juicy thank you to our $25 patron, ChinaDoll09. And I'd like to give a final Giga Gargantuan thank you to our $25 patron, Calvin Elder.